Uh, Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is UDFX. This is probably my first video. So today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to draw support and resistance very perfectly and correctly. I've seen a lot of traders do a lot of things fail in the aspect of support and resistance. Sometimes the support is support and it won't hold. So I'm here to guide you on the ones that will hold and the ones that won't. So stick around to the end of the video. Alright, first of all, what's support and resistance? Now, I don't know how far you've gone trading, but I'm well assured that you know what are candlesticks and all those stuff. So for instance, we have a trade. You may have seen some markets going up, down, just like that, and sometimes something like this will go again, just like that. So this spot is what we call the resistance. Right here is what we call the support. By the way, this app I'm using is called the trading app. I'm aware you must know it by now. So this is support, this is the resistance, and this is the support. So whenever you see support, to support a value support, there must be two valid ends. Like the first one will come and the second one will come. Then this is now you can now say that this is a valid support. This is a valid resistance rather. Same thing goes for support. If you have the first touch and second touch, you can now say yes, this is a valid support. So what we have to do is we have to wait for the market to come back to the support zone or the resistance zone, as the case may be. Do not take your trade. Okay. Okay, let's see how that goes in the live trading. This is live, and I'm gonna show you how this. I'm gonna interpret this in the chart for you to see. Now look at this. The market went up from here to here, came up again, it came down to this support and went up again, created another support here and went up, created a support, failed to create a resistance and went down to this support again. So in this case, you have to spot, and the first criteria you have to identify in the market is to spot the resistance, the first two touches. That is the most important thing. Now look at the first two touches here. These are the first two touches. First touch, second touch. And our support is confirmed. So you cannot extend it. And you can see how market came here and reacted, came down again, reacting there, and went all the way up. After that, it came down again to respect this particular zone. So that is to say that support and resistance zones are very strong zones. Whenever you see them, it's always apply, except if you spot them correctly. Let me show you another example. Like this one now. This is the first touch. This one now is the first touch here, and there is no second touch. You know what I'm saying? If you have the first touch without the second touch, it is very risky to take trade from there. So you have to have the first touch first, then if there is a second touch, yes, the resistance is confirmed. But in the case where there is no second touch, you have to wait. Be patient enough for a second touch. If it respects that point and come back, when it comes back, you take your trade. That is it. I will show you how to take these trades. Probably you should know how to take trades in Meta 4 or in Meta 5. But in this trading rule is kind of different. So I'll show you that. This is another example. This guy here is the first touch. And after the first touch, what you have to do is to wait for a second touch. Now if it comes back there and respect this, you will see that here this is a valid resistance zone. But for this case, he came back, he came to this zone for the second time and didn't respect it. So you don't have to call this a resistance zone because it wasn't properly respected. Another example, I will show you another example. Okay, let's scale down to another time frame. Let's use the 15 minutes time frame. Use the 15 minutes time frame and the same currency per USD card. Look at this. This is the first touch. In the first touch, in the second touch. Now, this is the first touch. The first touch occurred there. Now it came down, and the second touch happened there. So all you have to do is wait for the second touch. Now look at the second touch. Although it broke it somehow, but this is not a clear break. In a case like this, you wait for the market to give you a clear break, or you wait for a reversal candle pattern. Now the reversal candle pattern there is railroad track. This is what we call the railroad track. When you have a bullish candle and a bearish candle and it's almost equal, so you call it a railroad track. So in this case you have a railroad track and it's a reversal candlestick pattern. So you can take your trade there and to reverse. Look at how it went down. Another one is here, came here also. Now looking at the supports, you can see, you can also see that the first touch was here. This is the first touch. Second touch is now confirmed. Now look at the third touch. It went up very well. It went up very well. So that is the power of support and resistance. And whenever you are taking your profits, you have to target the next support or to the next swing high or swing low, as the case may be. For instance, if you are selling here, you have to target to the next swing low or the next or the support. So this is the